What's up, YouTube? In today's video, I'm going to be bringing you some triples with hybrid or with miners. We're going to show you a 11v12, a 12v12, and two 13v13s. So sit tight, buckle up, stay tuned, and enjoy the attacks. Okay, so here is our first base. Again, this was in Town Hall 11, taking this baby Town Hall 12, this rush Town Hall 12, but it was a very, very nice attack. You know, a lot of people are, reaching out to me and, messaging me and saying, Avi, I really appreciate the way that you're breaking down these attacks and trying to make it as simple as possible. Not everybody has been playing for 3-4 years and understands everything. So just to try and break it down in as simple terms as possible to show people how to do it is what I'm trying to do. Just, raise the level of everybody's gameplay, including myself. As I go along, hopefully I'll be able to see more and more things, and I'll be able to learn more and more. But here is his attack. What he's going to do is, we talked about, he's actually using a straight up miner attack. He's using 23 miners. The only piggies that he has in this, in his army is going to be the piggies in the siege barracks. So what he does is he's going to use his king to funnel out this area. King is going to clear out this stuff over here. He's going to wall break in. He's going to use a P.E.K.K.A. I believe he used a P.E.K.K.A. for this side of the funnel to take out this area. He's going to wall break in here and bring his queen in. That's going to be step one. What that's going to do is his king is actually going to lure the CC. His queen's going to take care of the CC. She's going to take care of the CC. She's going to take care of the town hall. She's going to take care of all these defenses over here. So all that stuff is going to be gone. Then he's going to jump. He's going to use a jump spell to take him out of this section and give him direct access to take out that eagle. The eagle is the second most important thing to take out on a miner or a hybrid attack. So that's all what his queen is going to do. Now, as far as the rest of his attack, he's going to use his siege barrack. He's going to drop it around over here like that. What that's going to do is that's going to clear all of this stuff like this. All of this is going to be gone. So we got that stuff that's going to be gone over there. Let's look at this base. We're going to have everything from here cleared out from the king and queen. We're going to have everything from here cleared out from his siege barracks. Look at this small little path that is left for his miners to just go through this base. Again, his queen's gonna come around and deal with this stuff over here. So look at this path that his miners have on this base, just going through the base, just thinning out, just thinning it all out. Don't give the miners too much work to do and keep them moving through this base. Let's play it out and watch the attack. So again, there's his P.E.K.K.A. That's one side of the funnel he's creating. He's also going to be allowing his wall breakers to just go in there and wall break. Nothing is bothering his wall breakers. He did a test wall breaker first. Then he dropped the rest of his wall breakers. Just a beautiful, beautiful, simple opening. He's going to drop 3 Cocoa Loons. His queen's not even being targeted. That's the first time his queen got targeted by that cannon over there. Now he's got all the all the defenses on him. He's got the warden. He's got the 2 expos. He's got the town hall. So let's move it up a little bit. He's going to drop the jump spell to give him direct access. The CC. Did CC come out already? He dealt with the CC already? Yeah, he dealt with the CC right at the beginning. King dealt with the CC. Jump spell is down, taking that queen through to the next part of his base. He wants to get that eagle as soon as possible. Right now, so the eagle is already starting to be activated. So there's no reason for him not to drop those miners in already. Sometimes if you drop your, if you haven't used a lot of spells and you got your siege barracks out there, sometimes it won't have activated already. But he's already got this activated. So he's just moving through. The P.E.K.K.A. is clearing everything, making a nice straight path for his miners to go through this base. Miners go through. Rage Bite to deal with the queen. He's got dropped 2 heal spells for the stripper miners to go through the rest of this base. Queen loses the healers, but she doesn't even need them anymore. At this point, her job has been done. Right now, this base is really, it's all about the miners doing their thing. Queen does have an ability, even takes out a single target without the use of her healers. Watch these miners over here. And I think his miners need a new set of brakes, because watch them come. They're going this way, and then they stop short and try and go back the other way. See, I think they need better brakes. But there it is. There's the triple. Let's fast forward this doubled, quadruple speed, and see the army comp, and see the triple, and go on to the next one. Okay, so now we got our 12v12. A beautiful, beautiful hit by Skosko, Sakosko, whatever. You can call him whatever you want, as long as you don't call him late for dinner. What he's going to do is he is going to use his king to funnel out this section of the base. He's going to drop his queen from up top, and he's going to wall break into this side, into this compartment over here. That's going to give him access to the eagle, to the CC, and then it's also going to set up, he's going to drop his siege barracks over here. It's going to set up this, the P.E.K.K.A. and the wizards are going to take care of pretty much everything on the side. His king is going to take care of this. His queen's going to be going in here, dealing with all this stuff over here. Look at this thin path he's got for his miners. Thin path for the miners through this base. Beautiful. Miners hogs go through this base. Beautiful, beautiful attack by Skosko. Let's play it up. Watch it up. Hit that play button, Avi. Play that funky music, white boy. There we go. Play button. There's the play button. There's his king. Drops in his king. Drops in his queen up top. Skosko with the fancy queen skin. Drops in a Coco Loon Baby D to make the second part of this funnel. Baby D going is untouched. Untouched, taking care of all that stuff. Now, here's the one thing which he did, which I'm not really groovy about. He dropped all of his wall breakers in one shot. All he needed was one little bomb over there, and that would have totally destroyed. But the one good thing that it did was it pulled the king over. The king was chasing those wall breakers. So the queen, he thought he can get away without using a rage. He ended up having to use a rage, and he used his ward ability. But again, this attack was planned out so perfectly. You know, he didn't need too much more. Queen is dealing with the CC and dealing with the eagle. Eagle goes down. Beautiful, beautiful attack. The P.E.K.K.A. is just going to walk up this base. The wizards are going to clear everything on the side of this base. Queen is thinning out this the little pathway for the miners as well. The miners are dropped in. There's the miners. There's the warden. Where's them piggies? There are them piggies coming in there. And just no problem. I mean, just a really beautiful attack. Those siege barracks piggies meet up with his piggies, awaiting a heal spell by the Tesla farm, going into the town hall. He's going to use a warden ability to get through this area now. Uses a freeze on the queen. There's the warden ability, gets through the Giga. Just an absolute beautiful, beautiful attack. The queen came out. She's inside right now. Healers are being targeted, but at this point, it really doesn't matter. Queen can walk the rest of this base, even without her healers, and take care of this. Beautiful, beautiful attack by Skosko. Very, very nice. Miners go through. I think there was one thing. I'm not sure. Did I like that last heal spell? I'm not sure if the heal spell would have been better off up top by the Wiz Tower. But again, you know, he had taken care of so much of this base. You know, it really didn't matter what he did at the end. Really beautiful attack. Let's hit that double speed, quadruple speed, and see the triple, see the army comp, and move on to the next one. Okay, this next one was an attack taken by my account, one of my 13s. Again, very easy base. Maybe this will be give everybody a reason to work on your walls. I mean, it was a really bad attack. I had a wall break fail. I mean, it just, you know, once I got all my troops inside everything was working out properly. But it took me a while to get everything situated, as you'll see. The plan was simply just to, actually, this part was a little tricky. I wanted to get my queen. I wanted to wall break over here and then wall break over here and have my queen walk down this pathway like that. That was what my plan was. The king, I was going to get the king in on this wall break and have the king walk through here and then create a pathway for my miners and piggies through the base like that. That was what my plan is. Didn't quite go all the way to plan. It did. I did get everything in eventually to exactly the way I wanted it, but it was some rough moving through on at the beginning. So let's watch the attack, see how it goes, and you tell me down in the comments how lukey I got. Scale of 1 to 10, 10 being as lukey as could be, and 1 being just you got a little bit lukey. Let's watch the attack. Let's press that play button. There's the queen. There is the Baby D Coco Loon trying to make that next funnel. There's the wall break, the first wall break to get the queen in. She did go inside, but getting that second wall break and getting her to get in that path was not the easiest thing. So there's the queen using a rage. I was going up against the scatter shot, so I had to use a rage. I froze the scatter shot to get that wall break, and it didn't get the wall break. And at this point, oh my goodness, it was like one thing after another. But again, if these walls wouldn't have been such baby walls, there's no way I would have gotten this. I had one more wall breaker to try and get it. One more, that's what I needed. One more wall breaker. There's that wall breaker. There it is. Got him. Got that last wall breaker. King and Pekka just bullied their way through. So again, once I got everybody to where I wanted them, the plan was there to, the plan was a good plan to take care of this base, but I just had to get everything into the proper way. King comes through like a wrecking ball. He just comes around. Again, this is why you need to do walls. When your king could just walk through these walls like nobody's business, it's time to do walls. So there's the attack. I promise you the next one is going to be a much better attack. Let's fast forward through this on double speed. It was just a very, very simple, easy attack. But again, I wanted to show, somebody was asking me, Darth Kale was asking me today on stream. He goes, Avi, how do you take care of these ringmates? What are you supposed to do? And again, I also had this problem. Until you can visualize it and you can see that your queen is dealing with one side, your king and your Pekka and your wizards are dealing with the other side. And then the middle is just for your hogs and your piggies and your miners. Until you can really firmly grasp that, it is a little difficult. But once you understand how to do these ring bases, they're just simple. So let's move over to the last attack of stream. Okay, so here is the last base. Again, it's not the most progressed base, but I could only put attacks on the videos of the bases that were being given to us. So here is the base. This was their number 1. The plan was as follows. The plan was for the queen to deal with this amount of the base. This was supposed to be all taken out by the queen, including the CC. But this was all taken out by the queen. The siege barracks is going to go over here and again take care of this part of the base. And look at the pathing. Look at the little path that's left over for these miners. A thin strip. This is what you're supposed to do. Just make that strip for the miners to go through this base. A nice thin strip through the base. Let's see what happened on this one. There was something. Oh, another thing that people ask me. People ask me, how do you know on these bases like this, how do you know which side you should put your siege barracks? Because again, I could have put my siege barracks over here, or I could have put my siege barracks over here. The base is the same thing. It's identical both sides. So the answer to that question is, it really depends on where my queen is. If you notice, my queen, when she's finishing, she's going to be shooting this way. She's going to be coming down and shooting this way. So I'm trying to make a thin pathway. If my queen was shooting this way, then the thinnest pathway that I could have made was coming like this. But since the queen is shooting this way, then the thinnest pathway I can make is like that. So that's one thing. The other thing is here, my queen was not quite looking at the CC troops that came out, and I almost lost my healers, but a quick freeze and a quick wizard helped me out. So let's play it out and watch this attack. Start the queen up top with a Coco Loon and a Baby D for the funnel. Coco Loon for the healers. King goes down for the second part of the funnel. Then we just got a wall break in. There's the first wall break. Wall break gets the queen in. Again, you got to do walls. You want to make sure, don't make it so easy for this queen to get in there. Want that second expo to target the queen. Once the second expo targets the queen, I drop my next set of wall breakers. Next set of wall breakers go in. That gives the queen access to be able to at least get in there and tank those scatter shots. I wanted the queen to tank those scatter shots once the miners are in there. But if you notice here comes the CC. King cleared out another compartment. Queen is dealing with the eagle right now. Here comes the CC. Poison spell is down. Queen turns away and deals with the queen, with the opposing queen. I saw I was going to be in trouble, so I quickly dropped a freeze spell on the E-Drag. Brought in a minion to try and get that E-Drag away from my healers. By the time the E-Drag takes out the minion, the queen does come back around, and then at that point she's able to one-shot the E-Drag. Now the queen is inside. I'm going to drop a rage on her because I'm going to have both scatter shots on the queen. I think there's the rage, just moving up after she gets to. No, both scatter shots are going against the miners. So I froze. I tried to freeze both. Only got one frozen, but at least I was able to freeze the one that was shooting at my miners. The other one is now shooting at the queen. Queen's able to deal with it. Use the warden ability as soon as that. Trying to get those piggies in there. Piggies would not get into the range of that warden ability, but I wanted to make sure that I kept my royal champ alive during that warden ability to make sure that the town hall goes down. She does, in fact, take that town hall down. The P.E.K.K.A. is on the inside of this base, tanking for whatever little troops I have left. Again, not the greatest attack, but we did get it done. Queen is still alive and kicking, dealing with the rest of the defenses. P.E.K.K.A. is dealing with the stuff out there. Plenty of wizards to finish off this base. Let's fast forward this and see the army comp, see the triple. And there it is. And that's it, everybody. Thank you very much for hanging out till the end of this video. We did get the war win. We did have some nice attacks in this war. I'm very, very proud of everybody in the clan. They're really stepping up. I had hopefully we'll show it tomorrow. There's a guy we were talking to about his bat spells. We are usually dropping his bat spells, so he took an attack today after talking about it on stream with him, and the bat drop was much better. So hopefully we'll be showing that attack tomorrow in tomorrow's video. But until then, have a great day, everybody. Oh, don't forget, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. And until then, have a great day, and hope to see everybody tomorrow.